Okay, I have a 2008 Kawasaki Mule 610. There's lots of YouTube videos on people showing their winches, but they don't show you how to put them on. Nobody's made a video on how to put a winch on a Kawasaki Mule 610. So anyway, here's the winch. And you gotta order the bracket separate. It goes on real easy. The winch actually came with a bracket also, but you don't work it in this application. You don't use it. And it doesn't say that in the directions, so you just gotta figure that on your own. The winch actually gets mounted sideways in there, not bolted down to the bottom of the plate. It gets bolted to here. One bolt there, one bolt there, one bolt here, one bolt there. So it's actually in there different than I thought it would have went in, but that's how it works. It's a Warn winch. It's a Kawasaki Warn winch, supposedly made for the Kawasaki Mule. Why it came with that extra plate, I don't know. So, like I said, everybody's got pictures on, oh yeah, look at me, I got a winch on my Kawasaki Mule, but they didn't say how they did it. So that's why I'm making this video, to help anybody else out there that might need to put one on theirs. So the wires from the winch came in through the front firewall right there. And then they go underneath the floorboard. You gotta remove that metal plate there and then just run the wires in. Also, from the switch that came with this kit, there's no directions on saying where to mount it or anything else, but this is pretty much the spot I found to put it. It came with the bracket. It's made for handlebars for a quad, I guess. And why Warren says that that this is for a mule also, when it doesn't come with a bracket for a mule, you know. It comes with this thing and this bracket. This particular one actually has a slot on the side for remote control. So that's another reason why I mounted here, so I have access to this if I do want to put a remote control on there. But, you know, it's not really a bad spot for the, it turned out pretty nice where that actually went. So then I routed that cable. It's a pretty long cable. This is it right here. And I routed all that. Just followed this, followed that, followed that. And that went pretty much through there also, through underneath the thing down there. And the winch wants a 12-volt accessory wire. That's what this red wire is. And then this thing was right here, wrapped up like this. This thing was here wrapped up like this. I don't know what it was for. I researched the manual on Kawasaki, researched the internet. It doesn't say what it's for. I don't know what it's for. But this red wire is AC, or accessory wire. When the key's on, it's hot. So this wire actually will go in there. Once I get the proper connector, I'll cut it, splice it, and it'll plug into there. So once that's plugged in there, then you turn on the key, then you can operate the winch. Okay, so anyway, like I said, the directions that come with this don't tell you anything of how to hook this up or to put stuff or anything else. But I ran all the wires and put the controller, or whatever you want to call this, block. I put this block right here. I just bolted it down. It seemed to fit really nice. I like it. I wanted to keep it high enough where it's not going to get wet. It doesn't matter if it gets wet. I just didn't want it to get flooded or anything if you're driving in the riverbeds or anything. So that's why I put it there. And you could put the cover back on and it's not in the way. The cover comes up to about right here. The seat closes and everything else is not a problem. So then here's the wires from the winch, and then you got the hot and negative. I put the hot on the battery and I just ran the negative to the right there. I just undid that bolt, put the negative there. You don't need the negative run into the battery because the frame's already grounded out. So that's where that's at. Everything seems like, you know, like I said, this was just my doing. I think it's great. Everything, I mean, all the wires were actually all the same length. Once I put all that stuff up there and then ran the wires back, everything was pretty much the same length when it got back to here. So everything's good to go. Now I just got to button it up. You know, like I said, I like where that switch is at. You know, it's not in the way of anything. You know, it's got like a cutout right there. It's almost like it was made for that right there, you know. That thing's on there. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, for anybody else that would like to put a winch on their Kawasaki Mule 610, you know, hopefully this video will help you out. I just can't believe all the YouTubers out there have never made a video of installing their winch. You know, it's just helps out a lot of people when there's a lot of videos out there that people could actually get some ideas from, and there wasn't one. So that's why I'm making this one. Let me know in the comments what you think.